everybody, it's xIForsaken, and in today's video I'm going to be comparing some of the containers for the legendary weapon farm. To do this, I'm in the Masada system, and I'm on Masada 5 on Moon C. And here I'm going to be showing you where the Masada system is in perspective to Alpha Centauri. And the Masada system is a little bit to the right of the Alpha Centauri. If you zoom out and scroll over, you'll be able to see it back here. It's a level 75 solar system, and it's probably one of the better areas for farming for the legendary items, because the higher the difficulty, the better. And that's also what I'm showing here, is that I have my difficulty set to very high to increase the probability of higher tier loot. And going over here, I'm going to be creating the outpost and doing the weapon farm method. For this, I'm going to be comparing the different containers and starting with container 1, which is the smallest one. This one I find doesn't really give you too good of loot, whereas the other ones seem to do a lot better than this one. So I advise not using this one, but I'm just going to be showing you what this one gives just so you know what it does. Right here I'm placing 100 containers just to give a rough number out of 100. And once you do the save and loading your save, you're just gonna come back in. You'll see that there's items in these weapon chests. Then go back inside the ship and access the cargo hold. I go back up in here because it's just easier to see the higher tier loot that you got. And as you can see, this is what I got out of that run. And this is out of 100 weapon chests. And for this next one, I'm going to be doing the second one. So we'll just go ahead and set it back up just like we did the first one. Create the outpost and go over to the weapon case. Toggle it over to 2. And then we'll just build the stairway again. And in the meantime, while I'm making this stack, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. And comment down below if you have any questions or tips to offer. And a subscription to my channel if you want to stay up to date on further Starfield glitches and other guides. And now we're going to be spawning back in here and destroying the outpost again, going back up in here to see all the loot that we got out of this run. And remember, this is the container 2 for the weapons. And this is my personal preference, is using container 2. It seems to offer better assault rifle styled weapons. And then for container 3, I'm going to be showing you what you get out of this. Keep in mind it is comparable. You can keep trying this and find out an exact percentage, but roughly doing these two is far more beneficial than doing the first one. And if we just continue here, we're going to build that stairway again, and I'll show you exactly what I get out of this run. I would say that this farm is probably one of the easier ones to do compared to the contraband, just having to navigate around getting caught with the contraband. And then you can just sell all these weapons, and it's far more easier because most of the weapons are worth more than the contraband themselves. And now that we're back in the ship, we can take a look at what we get out of container 3. And it's pretty comparable to container 2. You'd have to do more farming just to see. I've had fairly similar results between the two of them. I prefer 2, it's just my preference, but you can keep going between these two. Just remember to have your settings set to very hard and go to a hard solar system. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like on the video and a comment down below, and thank you very much for watching.